Thank you very much for that, Emma. Jim, congratulations. We asked you before this match whether or not the players, there's the potential for them to put the tools down. They certainly didn't do that. Were you pleased with what you saw out there?
Listen, we've definitely performed better throughout the course of the season. It was a game of very few chances. There was a few dangerous attacks from both teams, but neither keeper really being overly tested. I thought the game was very much in the balance, as it has been in the previous two fixtures. We won the previous fixture here and early on in part of the season. Hearts beat us at Tannadice most recently. I knew it was going to be a game, decided on who defends the best in both boxes, and thankfully we did. Another clean sheet, back-to-back clean sheets for us. Disappointed a little bit in terms of how we managed the game in the second half, especially when we go the goal up. We've got the extra man on there and we need to look after the ball a little bit better. We actually tried to bring on some good technical midfielders, the likes of Sibbald and Babunski in there alongside Docherty, and I don't think we managed it well enough, but at the same time I cannot be too critical of the players. It's about getting the results at the end of this time of the season. Spoke to you before the game about trying to continue to apply the pressure to Hibs and Aberdeen above us, and we've done that today.
You spoke there about having that extra man. What was your take on the sending off and against? How is Luca?
I never like to see any player getting sent off. I don't think the young lad meant it by any stretch, but it looked as if he was a little bit fast in the tackle, a little bit out of control. I think that's probably the decision that the referee has came to. Luca has got stud marks down the front of his shin. Just glad he wasn't, seriously injured and could play on. But we don't hold any. Don't hold the boy responsible. I think it's a genuine attempt to play the ball. He's a really good young prospect, and he's got a good future ahead of him.
You can put that to bed for us then, because a lot of the people on social media, the guys in the studio, have been talking about the fact that when he went down, he was holding the other leg from the leg it appeared that he was challenged on. But you're saying he's got stud marks there. Yeah,
he has got marks. He's not the brightest, so it might boil down to that. Doesn't know his left from his right, but he certainly has got marks on his leg, Connie. I can assure you that.
Good job he's not standing just behind us. Look how you're doing. On that note, and I guess the way you have to change things, which you did, you went to that 4-3-3, it seemed to make an impact to the players you brought on, and also then opens up the opportunity for Sam Dalby to do what he does best.
I didn't want to be making wholesale changes during the game, but obviously when they go down to 10 men, we don't need 3 men at the back. Felt a little bit sorry for Sam Harding coming off. He got the nod during the warm-up when Ross Graham pulled out. He certainly didn't come off because of his performance. I thought he was outstanding. Kept a clean sheet while he was on there. Done the basics really well. So he'll be disappointed, but at the same time he'll be really pleased with the minutes that he's got today. We're just delighted that we could keep that clean sheet, Connie. Today it's all about the result. It's a really difficult away fixture, especially with what Hearts are playing for. They're still fighting for that top 6, and I've managed to do my old club, St Mirren, a slight turn as well today. So pleased for them that they're still in the hunt. Stephen Robinson's done a terrific job there, and it's really, really interesting, the whole league. There's a lot to play for at the top end, there's a lot to play in the middle, and of course that result there today at McDiarmid Park really makes it exciting at the bottom end as well.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks very much.